This program is suitable for most people. However, it should not replace a supervised exercise program. Please consult your local doctor before commencing an exercise program, especially if you have one or more of the following: have had joint surgery, any medical condition affecting your heart, lungs or blood pressure, joint inflammation, you have not been doing regular exercise. Stop exercising immediately if you experience one or more of the following: chest pain, shortness of breath, nausea, dizziness, numbness or tingling in the arms or legs, severe pain or discomfort in your joints. The producers and distributors disclaim any liability or loss, personal or otherwise, resulting from procedures in this program.
Move It or Lose It is an exercise program for seniors designed to maintain an active and healthy lifestyle. Let's join Instructor Peter for a yoga workout at Lexington Gardens in Springvale. We hope you enjoy today's episode.
Welcome to Move It or Lose It. My name is Peter Scott and we'll be doing some yoga today. Yoga is an ancient art, centuries old. In the 21st century, yoga is best known for asana practice. In asana practice, we move the joints in a technique that helps increase the mobility and flexibility of the joints. We move the trunk around the limbs. We hold ourselves firm and steady. Yoga teaches steadiness. It teaches power with steadiness, and it teaches you to be conscious in your actions. Today, we'll begin with Tadasana. This is called mountain pose in English. We use the 4 points of the feet, pressing down the inside of the ball of the foot, the inside of the heel, the outside of the ball of the foot, the outside of the heel. So we have 4 points either side of the arch, in the front of the arch and in the back of the arch. And we try and press all those 4 points down, so that much like the wheels on a car, all 4 stay on the ground, whether we're turning or whether we're going straight ahead. Pressing those 4 points down, grip your knees, lift your knees so that your legs are firm. They're firm, but they're not rigid. Lift the side chest, roll the shoulders back, and lift up through the whole front of the spine. Take a deep breath and raise your arms above your head. Hold the arms above the head, but don't hold the breath. Make sure your breath is slowly moving in through the nose as you inhale, moving out through the nose with your exhalation. We hold this for 3 or 4 breaths. When you lower the arms, lower on an exhalation. Then we do some lateral poses, sideways poses. So step your legs nice and wide. Take the arms out wide. The yoga poses are named after Indian Sanskrit names, but in English this is like star pose. Like a star, reflect to the very edges. So bring your attention out to your fingertips and stretch through them. Bring them out to the soles of the feet and stretch through the soles of the feet. So the arms and legs are straight, firm, and there's an energy that stretches from the shoulders through the fingers, from the hips through the soles of the feet. Slowly step back and then lower the arms. The poses can be held longer or shorter as you require. Make sure that the breath is even and smooth. Let's step out laterally again. Nice big wide stance. This time, keep the outside of this foot straight. Turn this whole foot around to the side. Take a deep breath. And with your exhalation, stretch across. Keep your arms in a straight line and stretch across and down. Hold on wherever you reach, somewhere between your knee and your ankle. Turn the whole trunk forward. If there was a mirror in front of you, you'd see the whole face of the trunk. Keep the head facing straight ahead. Broaden the shoulders. Keep the arms and legs firm and strong. If your neck feels good, take an exhalation and look up at the hand. When you come up, turn the head forward again, press strongly through both feet and take a deep inhalation. Let's do it on the other side. So turn the foot in and then turn your left foot out. To align, keep your heel in line with your heel. Then lift the arms gradually up. Once again, with a deep breath, keeping the legs and arms firm, keep the arms in a straight line and stretch across from your hips. Hold somewhere between your knee and your ankle, wherever it's best for you. The whole face of the trunk is forward, so you're turning the left side forward. When you come up, press firmly into your feet, inhale and come up. Turn the foot back to the front, step the legs back together. Again, make sure that the 4 points of the feet are pressing onto the ground. That way we learn to lift the ankles up and keep the arches and the ankles nice and strong. This helps walking up and down stairs. It helps you when you're walking around. It helps you on uneven surfaces, when you've got gravel paths, when you've got hoses lying across gravel paths. So it makes the ankles strong. Let's go for another wider lateral pose, even wider than the last one. Step the legs out again. Go as wide as you can. Slowly turn the foot out. Raise the arms up. So we're trying to keep the trunk vertical, the arms horizontal, and this leg will come down to a right angle. Make sure you bend it only in line with your foot. Don't bend the knee beyond. If the knee goes beyond, step the other foot out wider again. This is a warrior pose. And once again, in this pose, hold it for a few breaths, turn the head, look over the hand. To come back up, keep the head facing to the hand, straighten the leg, turn the foot and the head back in. If you're strong, hold your arms up. If you need a little break, take the hands on the hips. Turn the other leg out. Take a deep breath. And with your exhalation, bend your knee. When you bend the knee, turn the knee out. Turn it out so it comes in line with your foot. Finally, turn the head around to look over the hand. Keep the spine vertical, keep the arms horizontal. When you come up, press firmly into the feet, inhale and come up. Turn the feet back to the front. Slowly step the arms and legs back together. Bring the feet to just a little bit apart, using those 4 points on the ground as you did before. Stretch the fingertips down. In this one we bend forward. We bend forward from the top of the legs. Just watch for a moment, I'll demonstrate. Take the feet hip width, a good hip width apart, even slightly wider. Gives you better balance. Keep the inner thighs well lifted. Take the hands onto the hip bones, little fingers onto the top of the legs. Take a breath, inhale. From the top of your legs, bend the hips over. Come down to halfway. Then inhale and come up. Let me show you from the side. From the top of the legs, we bend forward. So make sure that the legs are wide enough. And let's all do it together now. Hands on the hips, take a deep breath. And exhale, bend forward. Hold it for breath, inhale. And with your exhalation, standing up again. And bring the feet back together, just slightly apart for our age. Stretch the hands down. and we'll take a short break and be right back with you. Welcome back. We've got a yoga belt here. It's possible to use a dressing gown cord or an old tie. We need the loop on the belt to be shoulder width. To start with the pose, make sure that you can press your legs onto the ground. Toes to the ceiling, legs down. So you press the front of the shin to the ground, the front of the thigh to the ground. Pressing down, use your hands to help you lift your waist and chest up. Keep pressing your legs down. Pressing your legs into the ground is what encourages you to lift the trunk up. Keep the toes facing up towards the ceiling, just as the fingers will face towards the ceiling. Place the belt around your wrists. Stretch the arms straight, and then raise the arms high above the head. Use your arms to help you lift up, stretch up through your fingertips, beyond the fingertips. With the legs, press the thighs down to the ground, press the feet down to the ground, and stretch from the top of the legs through your legs. This is the basis of all the seated poses. With your exhalation, you lower the arms and have a little rest. You might need to relax your legs a little bit. From the side, let me show you. Straight legs. Press the shin towards the ground, press the knee towards the ground, press the thigh towards the ground. So everything touches the ground, heel, back of the knee. That might take some time to get used to do with that. Belt goes around the wrists, and we raise the arms up above the head. Keep that lift so that the whole side of your chest lifts up, the whole back of the spine lifts up, the whole trunk lifts up. Hold it for a breath or two. Hold your arms and your trunk up against the exhalation. And then with the next exhalation, lower your arms. From there, spread the legs wider. So we have an angle out to the side. It's like a triangle between your legs, just like in the standings. Make sure that the hips are not rolling backwards. You might need to lift the flesh of the legs and the buttocks out slightly. Keep all the toes facing towards the ceiling. Put the belt to the side. We won't need it for a moment. Use your hands on the ground, fingertips or palms, and lift up really tall, just like we did up to the side a moment ago, except now the legs are apart. Some people will find this easier, some people will find it harder. But just persevere with it, take time with it. It's regularity and time that will give you the benefits of the yoga. From there, turn the trunk around without moving your legs. Exhale and turn to the side. Only turn when you exhale. Turn from the muscles in between the ribs. Exhale and turn back to the front. It's like a corkscrew. It winds. So as you turn from down and turn the whole outside body around. It's the part that needs to turn the furthest that needs to go the quickest. And with your exhalation, turn back to the front. The turning helps renew and invigorate your spine, rejuvenate your spine. The turning, the twistings in yoga help feed the discs. So make sure that you're really well lifted up. Another way to help you lift up and turn is to just turn towards the leg, in which case we'll use the belt again, or your dressing gown cord, your tie. Make the belt quite long. Replace the belt around the foot. You can do that by bending your knee and stretching it away. For those of you flexible, reach forward, put it over the foot. Hold on to the belt a little bit further back. Press your legs onto the ground and lift your spine, lift your trunk. Turn the whole face of the chest towards the leg. So there's a twist in the spine as well as a lift of the spine. Have the gaze slightly down towards the toes so the back of the neck is lengthened as well. Keep lifting your waist as you press your leg onto the ground. It's with your exhalation that you let go of the belt. Sit up straight, have a moment's breath there. Take your time and we'll turn to the other side. Again, you can bend the knee and just put the belt around the foot, place it on the ball of the foot, stretch it away from you. Take a moment again to repress the legs down. As you're pressing the leg down, hold onto the belt firmly. Use the belt to help you lift your trunk. Lift your waist, lift your chest, lift the whole trunk and turn towards the leg. Again, the gaze is not up, but look towards the toes so the back of the neck can extend up. With your exhalation, release the belt, undo, and turn back to the front. This next one is a different movement. It's towards a back bending movement. Let me show you from the side. Won't need the belt. We start off with the feet together. Take the hands back. The hands are best turned out to the side. Make sure they're in a line. Bend the legs and bring them hip width. Don't bring them in too close, just keep them out a little bit. Now we'll press on the hands and feet and come up like a tabletop. Keep the head upright so that you can look towards your knees. Make your upper arms and your upper legs very firm. Take a breath. With your exhalation, come down. It's good to do that. It's good to repeat that. Let's take the hands back, bend the legs, and lift up. Your trunk, your legs are like a tabletop. Make sure the buttocks are well lifted. Exhale and lower down. And we'll finish there. Take a short break and be right back. Welcome back. The final part of the yoga class today is relaxation, conscious relaxation. Normally we would do this after some active asanas, just as we were working on before, and away from bedtime. But it can be done at sleep time. Once you're in bed and ready for sleep, you can consciously turn yourself off so that you slowly wind down. Let me demonstrate how to lie down when we're in the class. You need a support for your head. So you can use a blanket or a soft block. We turn to the side and slowly wind the spine down. Place the support right behind the back of the head. Make sure that there's space between your shoulder blades. You might have to adjust that. Take the arms out to the side, as comfortably high or low as you feel. Lower the legs one by one. Stretch the heels away lightly and then relax the legs. Finally then, close the eyes. Once you're lying down, gradually, slowly relax. And the way to do that is to start off by letting go of any tension, any stress with your exhalations. So primarily focus on your exhalations. Then we work from the outer layers to the inner layers. Gradually, slowly, with your exhalations, relax your feet, relax your toes, relax your ankles, relax your heels. Let go of any tension that's in the feet. Let them become soft, easy, and relaxed. Relax the lower legs, shin bones, calf muscles. Relax the knee joints and the upper legs, the thighs, front of the thighs, back of the thighs, inside and outside of the thighs. As you relax your legs, let go. Let them be heavy on the ground. So there's no holding, there's no tension, there's no stress in the legs. Consciously relaxing them helps the blood flow. Consciously relaxing them helps let go of any deep stresses. Consciously relaxing them helps the joints. With your exhalations, relax the buttock muscles, the hip muscles, the lower abdominal muscles. So the whole of the pelvis is relaxed. Relax the tailbone and the sacral bone. That's the bone in between the back of your hips that you're resting on. Relax the whole of the lower back region, the outside of the waist region, and the spine itself. Relax the spaces between your hips and your ribs. There are some deep connective muscles there. Relax your waist, sides of the waist, and the lower abdomen. Lower abdomen all around the pelvis and the navel, out to the waist region. Bring your attention back to your back, relaxing the spine from the lower back, through the mid-back, into the upper back. As you exhale, the spine will let go and release, and it'll slightly flatten. You won't lose a normal curve, but it'll slightly flatten down onto the ground. As you exhale, the muscles ease, they quieten, they softly broaden away from the spine. Relax the shoulder blades. And as you relax your shoulder blades, relax your shoulders, relax your collarbones. As you relax your shoulders, let go in your arms so that your arms become heavy onto the ground. Relaxing all the fingers, the palms, the knuckles, the wrists. Let go there. Relax there. Release any tension there. Relax the forearms, the elbows, and the upper arms. Relaxation is a heavy pose. It's a pose where you let go and become heavy. The other asanas are about creating lightness and lift, but relaxation, it feels like you're very heavy. Let yourself be heavy. Relax all across the back of the shoulders and the base of the neck, the sides of the neck. Relax on the neck up to the base of the skull. Where your head's resting on the ground, let go there. Feel as if there is an ease and a softening there. Relax over the top of your head, around the sides of the head, into the forehead. When you relax your forehead, relax from the hairline down to the eye line, softening the eyebrows. With your exhalation, let the eyebrows relax away from each other. So there's no pressure, there's no stress, there's no tension or holding in the temples and around the outer edges of the eyes. Let the eyelids close completely and allow the eyes to relax. They settle, they ease back into the sockets. Let the cheekbones relax, the fine facial skin and the fine facial muscles. So there's no tension in your face, there's no gripping. This conscious relaxation of your face helps the circulation in your face, helps the circulation to the senses and from the senses. It helps soften the skin, so it helps to keep us young. As you relax the facial muscles, relax the mouth, the whole inner lining of your mouth, the roof of the mouth, the inner lining of the cheeks, the floor of the mouth. In other words, the spaces between the teeth. Soften the tongue. Let it soften down onto the floor of the mouth. Let it relax and spread. That spreading and softening of your tongue helps you relax your throat. Relaxing the throat helps you quieten the brain. As you quieten, as you soften the tongue, and as you settle, As the throat relaxes, you'll find that the inner ear opens. So you'll be able to consciously relax the whole external part of the ear. And as the ears relax, they drop. With the senses relaxed, slowly use the breath. At the end of the conscious relaxation, you come out slowly. You take your time. You bend the elbows and bring the hands across the abdomen. Quietly, then, bend the legs one by one. Much the same way as the way you went into the pose. Make sure your head is supported and roll over onto your right side, away from your heart. Have a breath there. Slowly, use your hands. Sit yourself up into any comfortable seated position. Thanks for joining us on Move It or Lose It. Look forward to seeing you next time.